As you can see, she's a bit wet and miserable today. It's raining at the moment, actually. There's not really much we can do today in this kind of weather. So this weekend was my window for doing stuff, and unfortunately I was busy yesterday, and yeah, today's rained out by the looks. Look, I'll take you a bit of a tour around, stop whinging, and just show you where we're at. This is the 5th of July, I think. No, 6th of July. 6th of July. Dead middle of winter. Right, so the lawn isn't growing at all. It is dormant, basically. It has stopped growing. It's been mowed once this whole winter. So let's have a look at it now. The colour is a bit pale. Sort of my gauge is way in the distance. You probably can't see it. There's some artificial turf at the bowling green there. And that, to my eye, looks a little bit darker than what this is. It still looks rather neat, and the colour's fairly consistent. A lot of the lawns around our area have just, gone terribly brown. So it's much colder this year than other years that I've noticed here at Port Augusta, but this is still holding on. You'll notice the colour difference change from here as I go out to here. That's because this area doesn't get any sun. So the lawn is generally thinner, looks a bit sort of green-brown, I suppose, and we've got a few weeds popping out because in this area the turf is weak. So today's plan was going to be to do a bow and arrow, but with it raining, I won't be doing that today. So I've just got a couple of other weeds come up here. Starting to come through now. This is because the grass is not growing. But winter broadleaf weeds will grow. Now you might be asking, like, Matt, put down pre-emergent, so why are weeds still coming up? Pre-emergent is for grassy weeds like this thing over here. It'll stop them, these sort of grassy weeds. And the problem with grassy weeds is that there's sort of less surface area for putting down products on the leaves to make them go away, where broadleaf weeds are much easier, especially in couch lawns, because couch is really fine leaf and the broadleaf is rather wide, so you can get the product onto the leaf and get rid of it that way. But broadleaf weeds will come up after you've done a pre-emergent herbicide. So they come in via the wind, via birds, via people walking around, etc., etc. So, the weed seeds will get in there. It's been really windy over the last few days, and hence, everywhere else around me has got weeds. So, I'll get some. But that's all right. Once the weather clears up, bow and arrow herbicide, blanket spray, and it'll take about 4 or 5 days for that to start working, and then they'll start going away. So let's have a look at the back lawn and see what's going on there. It's around this time of year that you probably want to go get your cylinder mower sharpened, ready for the new season. Definitely check out Adelaide Cylinder Mower Service. It's a great service, and I'm going to do a video with them in the future, I think. So this is the backyard. Backyard's kikuyu. Don't mind the dog holes. They're not going to repair. And look, this yard is going to get chewed up pretty soon because these trees haven't got a date yet. Will be going. Can't wait for that to happen because they're destroying me with my hay fever. But getting to the lawn here, and look, a little bit of sun's just come out on cue. You can see the lines there. It's being looked after by the luber, the motion luber. It's doing a really good job, actually. So 2 times a week this will mow. It's mowing at 30 mil. And all I did yesterday was a quick edge, and why I didn't film that is because I had a barbecue and had friends over. We had a really nice time, so I didn't have any time to film yesterday. But I'm not doing any treatments on this anymore. The last treatment I did on this was the charger, and it's really evened up the colour. You might remember in an early video that it was a little bit patchy, but you know, again, this lawn isn't really doing much. It's the middle of winter, but at least it doesn't look too bad. So what I'm going to do with this lawn is, with permission, I'll have to ask first, is I might try out iron cutter. A lot of people have been asking me to do some iron cutter stuff, so I'll definitely check that out, and it'll be interesting to see how different it is to the Tiff Tuff and compare the two. So we'll do that in future, but you know, only if I get permission. And yeah, once these trees go, yeah, I might have to get some permission as well. I'm just going to neaten up around all the edges here. It's all bark at the moment. The dog has destroyed a whole heap of the lining and stuff, so yeah, going to get all that looking neat again, and maybe some different lawn types, and compare some stuff. That would be quite interesting as well. So we'll do that with permission, of course. So this is a rented place, so that's the way it is. And other than that, yeah, that's winter at the moment. Now, if your lawn has gone really brown and really discoloured during the winter, it's because of the weather, most probably. And look, you know, when it hits brown town, don't do anything with it for a while. Don't put treatments down. I mean, I'd still put down some Hero and water that in. That'll really help it come back. Get the microbial activity happening for all the thatch that you're going to have, and eat that up. But you know, it's just, you know, a case of going to have to wait a few weeks and wait for it to get growing again, and then you can get stuck into it again. Look, spring is what, about 7 weeks away now, so not too far off, and I'll be really looking forward to that. Yeah, but rainy day, a little bit of sun out here and there, but as you can see, there's going to be a day like this, and not much I can really do about it. But to me, that's all right. That's the beauty about warm season grasses in the wintertime. There's not a heck of a lot that you can really do to them to change them, and just go with the flow. The real trick with warm season grasses is get it in the best condition just before winter, and then with a bit of fertilisation, and obviously following the program is really good, you know, if you're in good condition like this is. But if it's the weather's just too cold in your area and it's brown town, yeah, it's just time to relax and get into other jobs at the house and doing things like maintaining your equipment ready for when it gets growing again. I hope today's video wasn't too boring for you. Be sure to like, subscribe and do all that. We'll be doing some great content in the future, during springtime especially. And get your lawn on, and we'll see you in the next one.